This comes from a farm field up the street. Not the best place.
Right.
I mean, maybe a taste during a plant class once or twice a year. Maybe more than that, but no big deal. But I wouldn't harvest my food source.
Exactly.
I wouldn't feed my family.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't make medicine. So, but a bite here and there, you know.
We have narrowleaf and broadleaf cattail in Maine. Typha is the Latin epitaph. And July, one of the larders we have is in cattail. We have two things going on here. We have the male spike, which is laden with pollen. I don't know if you're going to be able to capture this on film, but this pollen, oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
The cattail, before it turns into the brown hot dog on a stick kind of seed head, has this female flower underneath that's green, and then on top there's a male flower that right now is full of pollen. So we're gonna bend this over and try and collect the pollen in our jar here. Shake it off.
Into this flower stalk, spike, break it off. Some seasons you'll find lots of little insect manifestations, so make sure you check. This year it's been warm, it's been dry, really early. As a result, I think the cattail have beaten the insects that predate upon it. And then we have this piece. This is our gem. Normally you want to harvest these green spikes, these female flower heads, before the yellow pollen. But corn on the cob, baby.
Delicious.
It's sweet, just like you'd expect some of the sweetest corn. It is so good. Today we went past this area and all of these flower heads were green. And at the end of the day, you can see now where they're getting kind of brown, right? And that's just because they've been pollinated and they're going to seed. It happens that fast. So be wary. Larders are often fleeting.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And this is like really slow.
Well, the word for that is mucilaginous. I call it snot-like because it looks like you sneezed or it sneezed. And that's an analgesic. It kills pain. It's a topical analgesic for sunburn, for itchy, like athlete's foot, or just dry skin.
So I can eat from about here down. If it starts getting fibery, I can just peel off more of the leaves.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a cucumber flavor right there.
Yeah, it's pretty cucumbery.
You're pretty cucumbery.
If you feel the leaves, or if you look at a cross section of it, it's not flat. It like pops up. There's air in here, in between the fibers. So what I got to do is I have to pinch my fingers together and press it out. Press out all the fibers, all the air.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Just take them and rip them right off.
Okay.
Do that a few times. And then I'll hang it in a tree in the shade for a day or 2 or 3 days. And then I will begin to separate.
Perfect. You're there. Now.
Or hang them in the shade so that they're not in direct sunlight during the day. Probably dry them out too fast and they'd get brittle and break.
Yeah, they would get too hard too fast.
Yeah.
The bog of eternal stick. Pretty stinky.
Oh, look at that. Guys. Try, Jeff. Oh, vole.
Success!
Gosh, it's like there's a network of roots.
Yeah, follow them out as far as the sign that gets
We're looking for the roots, right?
So that's all I got on either.
Some nice rhizomes, some future cordage for our bow drill. Not much. Well, yeah, here's the stock. Hopefully we'll make either some arrows or some hand drill spindle.
Kind of hanging out the side right there. Yeah, and that's all edible. Yeah,
For edibility, this is like ideal right now this time of year.
Oh, okay.
And you can get them, you know, 6 to 9 inches.
Kind of looking around, finding the straightest cattails I can that are nice and high up out of the water on high ground, something that's going to be as dry as possible. Straight, chop them down, stacking them up, we're going to get some hand drills. Maybe we can get some fire today off the landscape with the hand drill too.
Fire from the swampscape.
Yes. We got some pretty little cattails here all in a row.
For hand drill stalks.
I'm sure where the. Oh, there it is.
Cool. That's the center, the core, the good stuff. All the starch, a little bit of fiber. Now we'll put it in a bucket with water. There's no need to rinse that because it's pretty clean. And we'll have a separate bucket of water just for that so we can make flour. So this is the root from a year-old cattail. And you can still see the difference between the core and the outside. You can see it especially when I peel it like that. You get that nice cylinder in the middle there of starch. Can you lift that off of the sponge? So, because I don't know if the camera can distinctly tell the difference. Oh yeah. Medicinal. Can you see it well? Yeah, that looks great. We're going to separate the starch from the fibers by using the wet processing method to make cattail flour.